Hello everyone, my name is Petey, and today I'm going to be showing you how to play Horizon in Season 7. So let's start off with the basics first. Her passive is called Spacewalk, which increases air control and reduces fall impacts. What that means is that she is able to guide her way through the air like no other legend can. And on top of that, when she drops from up high, she doesn't get stunned when she hits the ground. With that passive, you're able to go directly into a slide when you land, or even go straight into B-hopping, which is absolutely crazy, especially if you're a high level player. You're going to enjoy this passive very much. Now let's move on to her tactical Gravity Lift. When you throw her tactical, it creates an anti-gravity field that lifts players upward and boosts them outward when they exit. Now there's a lot of ways that you can use this ability, whether it's offensive or defensive. And honestly, I'm still figuring it out too. But I can show you what I've learned so far. The speed and angle you enter it changes how it pulls you up and out of it. If you're looking to get high ground as quick as possible, you can throw it right at your feet, and this is the fastest way to achieve high ground. If you're looking to get a quick boost up and forward, you can slide first and then throw your tactical at your feet. If you want to enter and exit the gravity lift quickly, you want to go into it at the very side of it like this. The most basic way to use this ability is to gain high ground quickly during fights, which will give you an advantage, and here's a few examples of that. So right here, I heard some fighting going on earlier past this big wall, so I just used my Q to get an angle. When using Horizon, you're going to want to reposition yourself as much as you can, so you're not predictable. And as you can see here, if I would have taken this fight, I would have died. But instead, I used her tactical and repositioned myself to get an edge and win the fight. If you ever need to heal up mid-fight, you can use her Q to lift you up in the air and pop a bat or whatever you need to do. Just make sure you're moving around so it's harder for them to hit you. You can use your tactical to get a vantage point and scout out the area to see if there's third parties coming in or if the coast is clear. Here's an example to use it defensively. Let's say you are close to one shot and need some time to heal. You can throw your tactical right in front of the door and they will not be able to enter for 10 seconds. But be careful where you place it. If you place it on the inside of the door, they will be able to slide through. This will also work to buy you some time if one of your teammates is down and you want to get a quick res off. You can use it to reposition a downed teammate for a safer res as well. To counter Bangalore's Rolling Thunder, Caustic's Gas, or Gibby's Bombardment, you can throw her tactical down and get yourself safely out of it. As you can see, her tactical is nuts. It's my favorite of all the legends so far, and it has a lot of different uses, and I can guarantee I didn't cover them all, but I hope I at least pointed you in the right direction. Now let's move on to her ultimate, which is called the Black Hole, and what it does is it pulls players in and slows them down when they try to run away from it. It's not nearly as useful as her tactical, but there are some uses that I have found beneficial. The most common ways I've seen players use it is to throw the ultimate on an enemy and start throwing grenades, arc stars, and thermites for an easy kill. Now I don't have an in-game example of this, but you can use your ultimate like a Bangalore smoke to block the line of sight, and you can get a res off, or if you want to block the noise of the resing, you can just throw it nearby to mask the sound. Alright, let's say you get an enemy low, and they're healing behind a corner. You can use her ult to pull them out of cover and
Singularity
secure the
deployed.
kill.
Mind your car keys.
The black hole is most useful when you have a team camping in a building, and it makes for easy collapse. Horizon's tactical and ultimate actually pairs very well together. You can use her gravity lift to see what's going on in the fight and
Unleashing
plan
the
how you want to
singularity.
use her ultimate.
Fling an arc star.
Alright, now I'm going to be talking about how to effectively use her with other
Let's unleash
legends.
singularity,
First one I'm
friends.
going to be talking about is Caustic. You could have him throw his gas on your ultimate, and it'll slow them down even more. And you could add Revenant on top of that to silence them so that the characters with mobility can't queue out. It's also the same concept with Gibby or maybe
Unleashing
even
the
Bangalore's ult.
singularity.
I think I threw the ultimate a little too late in this clip, but you get the gist. Something to note is that
Wanna see my
Watson's pylon
singularity?
destroys your ultimate and your tactical.
I think we could all use a pick-me-up.
Now we will move on to how to counter Horizon's black hole. When you get sucked into the black hole, you want to shoot at the device in the middle that gets grayed out, and it takes 200 damage to destroy. If you're playing as Horizon, all you gotta do is use gravity lift to get out
Unleashing
of
the
there.
singularity.
If you're using characters with mobility like Path, Wraith, Octane, or Loba, you can just queue out of it. Now we will move on to the advanced movement. So you can combine a wall bounce with a gravity lift if you want some style points in your clips. Or you can go from your gravity lift to a wall bounce. And finally, this just showcases how to incorporate her movement for some stylish plays.
Just need a wee pick-me-up. Another soft landing. Just need a wee pick-me-up.
Alright, well that just about does it, and I know I missed some things, so feel free to comment what I missed so we can help each other out with new ideas. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you found it helpful, liking and subscribing is always appreciated, and I'll see you in the next one.